next measure of center we're going to meet is called the median. When we take the median, we're just looking at the data and seeing which value falls in the middle. So that means we're going to write the values in order, and then we're going to find the middle one. Let's take a look at our first three data sets. This gets a little bit tricky with large data sets again. For data set 1, we can find the median. Well, the smallest number is 6. And then there are 2 8s, a 9, and an 11. So the middle one of those values is this 8 here. Right? We've got 2 that are less. We've got 2 that are more. We have an 8 in the middle. Our median is 8. And with that small of a data set, we can just kind of look at it and see that that 8 I circled is the one in the middle. For data set 2, we might have to do a little bit of counting. Let's see. Writing these in order might be a little bit tricky, especially if we haven't already drawn a picture of them. I'm taking the picture away to make this trickier, because we'd like to have a method where we haven't already drawn a picture. So in order to just put these in order, right, I'm going to go through the list and look for the smallest number. Smallest number is a 12. I copy that down, cross it off because I used it. Smallest remaining number is a 12. I put that down, cross it off because I used it. Now there's a 13. I cross that off because I used it. Here's another 13. And now the smallest number I can find is a 14. There aren't any other 14s. Here's a 15. Here's another 15. Here's another 15. Here's another 15. And then all that's left is 2 17s. Now, I worry that I might have copied something too many times or too few. I'm going to quick count my numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 numbers, so at least I have the right number of numbers. And now it's going to be tricky again to find what's in the middle. If we have too many numbers, right, we might want to use a formula. Now this is not a formula for the median, just for the median's position. The median's position, if we have an odd number of values, we can find by taking n, the number of values, adding 1 to it, and dividing by 2. Let's do that, and then we'll see why it works. Right, in this example, we have 11 values, add 1 to that, divide by 2. So that's 12 divided by 2 is 6. The median should be the 6th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I could count from the other end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that fact that I could count from both ends to get to the middle is why that formula works. Right, so we have six numbers over here and six numbers over here. Those add up to all of the numbers, but there's one extra in the middle. So that's why that formula works. Wait a minute. What if I have an even number of values, like in data set 3? So data set 3, we can go through again and put the values in order. Can't find my pen. Let's see, the smallest value is a 61, then a 62, then a 63, and then a 64. Let's see, the next smallest is a 66, and then a 68, and then a 69, and then a 73. Okay, well, if we want to find the middle is going to be right here. Right, because then there are 4 numbers on the left and 4 numbers on the right. In this case, the median is, well, halfway between those two numbers. If we want to find the point that's halfway between those two numbers, well, we can add them together and divide by 2. But it's also pretty easy to see, just thinking about the number line, that 65 is the number halfway between 66 and 64. So the median here is 65, which isn't even a number on the list, but that's okay. Now, you might wonder, can we do this on the calculator also? And yes, we can. We'll use the 1var stats again. Choose our list. I'm going to do list 1 first. And scroll down to find MED, M-E-D. When we find that MED, that's going to be the median. So according to the calculator, the median for data set 1 is also 8. So again, the calculator agreed with what we found by hand. No problem. Okay, we only have one last measure of center to see. And it's another one that's actually real easy to calculate, but there are some complications.